Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today, in my Fingerboard Geometry series, we'll be covering multiple octave diminished arpeggios. First, we'll look at some fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, today we're going to go over multiple octave diminished arpeggios. I'm going to start with the nut bridge fingerings. If you don't understand what nut bridge means, you need to go back to some of my previous videos. What we're essentially talking about is orienting the minor third toward the nut and the diminished fifth toward the bridge. We're going to start out with the 3-octave movable arpeggio. I'm going to use the root G. Let's trace the roots out first. Here's G at the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, and the 8th fret. We'll be using the same fingering for each of the arpeggios. Root, minor third, diminished fifth from each of the Gs. Now let's do the same thing for a 2-octave arpeggio from the root C. Here's C, and it's octave C, still using the nut bridge fingering, root, minor third, diminished fifth, and in the next octave we have to adjust for tuning root, tuning adjusted minor third, tuning adjusted diminished fifth, Alright, let's look at multiple octave diminished arpeggios fingered toward the bridge. That means we're orienting both our minor third and diminished fifth in the bridge direction. Let's do a movable 3-octave arpeggio from G. Here are my roots G. And we'll do the same fingering from each G. Root, minor third, diminished fifth. Now let's create a 2-octave arpeggio from C. There's C and it's octave C. So we'll be using that same bridge orientation for our minor third and our diminished fifth. But when we get in the next octave here, we have to tuning adjust for the diminished fifth. In this exercise, we're going to play multiple octave diminished arpeggios toward the bridge. We're going to start at the 2nd fret with an F-sharp diminished arpeggio in 3 octaves. We will follow that with a 2-octave B diminished arpeggio. We will play those patterns up chromatically fret by fret. The next set of roots will be G diminished and C diminished. Then we'll go up to the roots A flat diminished, D flat diminished, A diminished, D diminished, B flat diminished, E flat diminished, etc. until we reach the 13th fret where we'll have F diminished and B flat diminished. Let's get a look at the exercise. This exercise uses the nut bridge fingering for our multiple octave diminished arpeggios. We're going to start at the 2nd fret and play a 3-octave F-sharp diminished arpeggio. We will take advantage of the open A string in this particular fingering. That will be followed by a B diminished arpeggio, again with an open string. So the D string will be open in this fingering. Now when we move up 1 fret to the roots G and C, we won't use open strings. So the idea in this exercise is we take those same patterns that we just played from F sharp and B, then we move them up to G and C, and then we move them up to A flat, D flat, A, D, B flat, E flat, etc. Here they are on G and C. So G diminished and C diminished. So we'll play those patterns up chromatically all the way until we reach the 13th fret at F diminished and B flat diminished. Let's get a look at the exercise. That's it for multiple octave diminished arpeggios. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.